Hello, dear traveler. I'm just having a little struggle because I was trying to, record something and I didn't like it. So that was, I think, for the first time in a long time that I actually didn't use it and I deleted it. And I'm actually quite happy that it happened and I, could exercise the power. Like, I decide what I want to put out. It doesn't always have to be like, from the top of my mouth. So even now, as I'm saying this, I'm kind of thinking, that's not it. Like, I'm getting again a little bit cycled in this thought of performance, of putting out something what makes sense. Which, how can I know that? I have no idea where you are or what's your level of understanding these type of topics. This is not comparing. This is just, we all have different interests, and I have no idea who are you on the other side. So there's actually no point to be trying to specify this video to anything. It's just pointing back that this is purely about me, and it's beautifully exposing these tendencies and needs to again achieve something or deliver something specific. Very nice deconstruction, Thomas. Maybe that's a little topic. Like, it's really important in whatever we do, because here I can go again, I can stop this video and be like, no, I went off track and blah blah blah. But to be able to find, there might be 80% might be let's say rubbish, but then there is a 20% which has some value. And I know for myself, I've been focusing a lot, or I've been also taught to focus on all of the negative things, on all of the things which I didn't do right, and kind of punish myself and hype myself to fix it and to get better and and be perfect. So, and that's a hamster wheel, because it never ends. That's how we learn through failing, through not achieving what we wanted. So then it can direct us on a new path where we actually can achieve align with what is actually happening around us, and align with a reality. Often we are failing because we are going head against reality and other people's life and beingness. So then it's like a head on the wall. So if you can focus on this kind of like a sift through the experience and try to find these little gems which of what actually worked well. And it can be only the thing, like, let's say for me, that I've pressed this video and started to record. That's an achievement. It's something I have to go out of my comfort zone to say these things. And I've been doing it now for a while, and I can see even it's still there, this self-judge and some kind of expectations. I can more and more see it, and I can deconstruct it, and I can move past through it. So there are these like little things, and which it's often not that for example, let's say you have some recipe or some food you want to cook, and you've done it for the few times and it's still not right. But the thing that you're coming back to it, and you are picking a maybe different approach, different ingredients is, and also that you are not maybe criticizing yourself so much. Even maybe you still do criticize yourself, but maybe a little bit less than last time. There are lots of little achievements which, if we focus on them, they can keep us going, instead of focusing on this 80% which didn't work. Like, let's focus on the things which did work. And actually, if we as we train ourselves to find these things which works, we will see them more and more, and it will be turning. No, it's not 80, it's actually 60. Or it's not 80% which you didn't work, it's 60% which you didn't work, or it's 50-50, and then it might actually go the other way around. Everything is about practicing. Like, we have so much in us from this society, from our parents, which is not reflecting the way who we are, and it's deteriorating us. It's not for our own growth. It's, you know, it's been implanted in us because it served to some other people. But it's time, like if you are adult, it's like time to find out what works for you, throw away what doesn't, and work and repeat and practice these new things which do work. But often, because they are new, they need a lot of attention, they need a lot of repetition, they need a lot of care, and they need a lot of love, let's say, you know, like being critical about yourself because you can't cook that meal on your first attempt. It's, you know, that's not really helpful. It's like you're doing it for the first time, so give yourself some credit. I know it can be very hard for some people to be like self-accepting and self-loving, but the only way how to do this is to try. Of course, the supportive and loving environment is a huge help, but it's always us. Everything needs to start from us. If you become dependent on people and environment around you, you know, you will be building a house of cards on somebody else's foundation, and when they withdraw, these foundations withdraw and your house of cards falls. So you need to be the foundation, and then you can use the other people, or like use the cooperation with other people to build the rest. But the foundation must come from you, so they never go away. There's something always to fall on to. I think that's where I leave it today. You take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for listening.